Speaking in front of the camera can sometimes prove very intimidating, especially if it's your first time to be in front of a camera and speak to it. More so if you suffer from social anxiety like myself, filming in the public is even difficult. Because every time I get to see people moving around, I tend to freeze. I even get lost of words. Hey, I even get to lose my words. I begin to stammer. Like I get very uncomfortable when filming in public. But today I decided to come out here over this bridge to film a little video about getting confident behind the camera. In front of the camera, behind the camera, depends on where you are and what camera you're using to film. So tip number one for me is location. Like I said, as a person who suffers from social anxiety, I prefer coming to a place that is so secluded from society, away from the crowds, because that gives me confidence. I am not afraid to film where there are no people, because all my social anxiety is put behind me when I come to film areas without crowds. Right on, like over this bridge. Tip number two is learning to use your voice. Your voice is your most powerful tool, but how you use it really matters. For example, you want to be using tone variations. You don't want to sound monotone throughout your video. You want to be using high tones and low tones, high pitch and low pitch. Like you vary your tone, especially if you're emphasizing a point. That comes across as very, very good, and you will come across as a good presenter or speaker in front of the camera. But if you do not vary your tone, some people may even fall asleep while you're presenting. So you want to vary your tone while speaking to the camera. That sounds naturally good. For example, when emphasizing a point, you want to use exclamations, or you could even employ what I call dead space or dead air, right? What I mean by that is the use of pauses. Now, the pause is one thing that I am learning to incorporate in my videos because I suffer from stammering, especially, like I said, social anxiety. It comes with that. So using the power of the pause, it helps me recollect my thoughts and organize my thoughts before I actually get to say them out loud. And also, as a viewer on the other side, it gives the viewer's brain time to actually process what you just said. So the sun is right behind me. That's why I had to move the camera to the side. So learn to embrace the power of the pause. Another benefit of the power of the pause, it negates the use of filler words such as the ums and the oohs. I believe you've heard me say in this video maybe 2 or 3 times, but when you begin using the pause, you'll begin eliminating the use of filler words, and that's very helpful. When you look at some of the big CEOs, for example Elon Musk, this guy takes long pauses and he comes across as confident because of the pause. He comes across as thoughtful because when he's asked something, he's taking his time to organize his thoughts before he gets to say or answer the question. So employ the pause in your videos. Don't be afraid. I know sometimes the pause feels awkward, and in our mind we tend to think that we are pausing for a very long period. Yet in actual sense, the pause is very short. It's usually less than a second. You'll be shocked. I'm challenging you to begin using the pause. Record yourself every day. Talk about something that you are passionate about and see how many times you will use filler words when you begin implementing the pose. Starting out first time may be a little bit difficult, but with time, you begin to get more comfortable when using the pose. Number 3 is researching your topic. If you have something that you really want to talk about, are passionate about, you want to immerse yourself in knowledge, in research about the subject that you really want to talk about. You don't want to come in front of the camera and sound naive or come across as incompetent simply because you didn't do your due diligence. You didn't do your background research before you hit record on your camera. So do a lot of research, immerse yourself in knowledge. There's so many resources today on the internet that you can use to make yourself knowledgeable about a subject or a topic. You can use AI like ChatGPT to help you expand on topics and give you examples if you lack them. And that is a very good tip. Number 4 is about posture. The way we stand, the way we present ourselves, the way we dress sometimes is how we are addressed. That is what my mom used to tell me when growing up. So you want to come across as strong, confident, bold when you are in front of the camera. If you're filming with a stationary camera, then you want to use the power pose. You want to stand with your legs a little bit apart, just a little bit, fraction, and maybe like 1 foot apart. And then you speak in front of the camera. You want to move your head a little bit up like that. You'll come across as powerful. And you want to use hand gestures. Hand gestures are very powerful. They are more relatable, especially when presenting in front of a group of people or even just speaking to one individual. So when you do that, you come across as confident, you come across as powerful. Hello?
The video, I don't want to interrupt.
No, that's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah. So you come across as strong, powerful, confident when you begin using hand gestures. And that is one thing I've realized from some of the big creators on the internet. They use a lot of hand gestures. My favorite is MKBHD. He uses a lot of hand gestures in his tech videos. So employ hand gestures when speaking in front of the camera. Another point is being authentic. Be true to yourself. Imagine you're speaking to a real person behind the camera or across the room. You don't want to come to the front of the camera screaming and shouting. I know some creators on the internet are suspect of this, like Mr. Beast. Some people really criticize him because of how he comes across on camera. He comes and he's screaming. But these days he has reduced that. So you want to speak naturally, like you are speaking to somebody. Don't imagine that you're speaking to a crowd. Just imagine at the back of your mind that you're speaking to one individual and one individual only. You'll come across as relatable when you do that. I think those are my tips. Unless if there's something that I have missed. Oh, my last tip is to drink water. Yeah, drink water. That will help you remove what I would call lip sounds, like, and that accompanied with the poses, it just gets rid of that. So drink water before you speak, and it will help you sound good, because the sound from your lips every time you is really disgusting. So yeah, drink water before you speak, and also sometimes smile. Look straight in the camera, don't look away. If you film with a phone, I implore you to use the rear facing camera. That removes the risk of you looking at yourself in the screen. So use the rear facing camera. You can also train yourself to look straight in the camera when using the front-facing camera. So those are my tips. So if you found value in the video, give it a thumbs up, a like, share the video so it gets to more people, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to say hi to your mom. I love you guys. Peace out.